What?
We gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my
I had to copy the link.
They be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up and look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me. When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out. It can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as they're... Steelers.
Right?
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
All day, baby, all day.
Throwing on first down is Allen. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Why'd you change Zeke's number?
His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, JJ want to be back? JJ nice with it. So they hired JJ back as a bar back? Well, I haven't know.
At their own 27-yard line.
Oh, okay.
Yellow! I'll go on, Eddie! You gonna see me in your nigga, yellow, 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 yellow! You gonna see me in your nightmare!
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Yellow. I'm going, 80. Check Ripple.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had
under pressure, and he will go down.
In the middle.
Sack back at the 38. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Clay Matthews able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clay Matthews able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The throw caught by Core. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On first down, Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, look who decided to join the party finally.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
About fucking time.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. On first down, it's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Check. Yellow. Come on, baby. Hot.
They run it with Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Raven Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. This is Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Ripley.
Here's Carson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you, Tom.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
I worked 80 hours.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead.
But I missed one. I left early on last Friday because I wasn't feeling well.
Fielded at the 2.
So I was going to be short, but I recovered and made it up for this week.
27-yard line.
No, my other drive's ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now it's Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
What?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mahomes going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air, Allen. 20! Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
When that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra.
Got it, and it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Alex, I heard there's a lot of change in there.
This will be taken in at the 1.
I was in there the other day.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Like Emily Lawrence is gone. Emily Faulkner's gone.
Ready for their next drive.
And
following the interception,
Sarah's gone.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing.
And I heard there were so many comments on their Rockstar surveys.
You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that one covered beautifully.
Who is it?
The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
I am working there. I got a shift next week.
On this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
No, I won't. I'm trying to get that free golf.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because
can you say my game's gotten better?
Yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Shut up, Alex. I beat you last time we played each other. Shut the fuck up.
The Raven offense set at the
No,
line
I
for
beat
this
you.
next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need a man.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Allen now on the sneak.
Let's go.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Yeah. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal.
What
That's a heck
play?
of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan,
defense?
pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish. Just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
I didn't go to YouTube,
so
bitch. Shut the fuck up. You 0-3. Shut up.
A perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500.
Alex think he's good at it. I'll put $100 on it right now. Me and Alex. I will pay you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm streaming it right now, Osa. What do you want to do, Alex? I'll let bitch pick. We'll do 10. All right, Alex, I sent it. How much you betting, Alex? That was Osa. You should bet Osa at least. I'm waiting, Alex. All right, Alex, you first. Colts.
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one.
Alright.
With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up.
Alright. Browns. Packers. Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Century Link Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. mark, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Tempo, tempo. Hey, alert, 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 alert. I know he ain't got it. You ain't very good.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Check, watch the ball. Check back. At the 24-yard line.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
Quarterback.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
0-0.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. He's got
I think that's 7-0.
More inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Robert Turbin, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake. Cousins. Buying time to his left. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. 2 yards.
How do you play the Pro Bowl?
It'll be 2nd and 8. Cousins gives way to Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
Thanks, Alex.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the pistol, they run with Lynch. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's hey, 0-0-0.
Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if
Are you watching the broadcast, Coach?
You're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check 4, check 4. Check safety, check safety. Hey, Ringo, 48. X3, 218, chop. Hey, check.
On 2nd down, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
You can't stop me.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I'm going to hit you all. 14.
On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. It's a good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
I do.
I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins, flushed out right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Cousins, and this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jaron Reed in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson will buy some time right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now it's Wilson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on first down. It's Lynch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
It got his man complete. And And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now. It's Cook, and an alley to run. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 40 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's blocked. And the Seahawks have it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20,
Alex just gave up 2
10,
points.
5, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Who's going at it?
Here's the Seattle
on Twitter.
offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail
yeah, I saw a little
offense.
bit of
First time
that.
to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England
And I was
next.
outside the tackle
And
box.
rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Sherrills. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way down to the 29. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 29-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
You think he's going to re-sign with the Bucs?
The extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Out 8.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
With that incompletion, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. On first down, Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Under 10, 10. Quaker Omaha.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
So who do you think is going to be the big move at the trade deadline?
That advantage. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Someone said Andre Drummond.
Cousins. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
What do you do?
To the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shamar Stephen able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You know what? I'm just throwing it up, right? I don't care at this point.
They've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Who do you guys have winning the games this weekend?
Here's the Seattle
NFL
offense ready to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown.
You have the Titans.
Right back out onto the... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return.
No one can stop that running game.
Score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score
when they played
for
the
Vikings. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation. And he can't find anywhere to go
Derrick Henry, man.
And he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Watch me get 17 yards on this play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Throwing here, Cousins. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Alex.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling
no,
again.
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Now in desperation. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning.
So
You
much
just
for
beat
you playing
me in our
defense, Alex.
fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things